Hello, guys. This is the coach Chris Ortiz at Coach's Conversation. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about something I like to call Jon Snow leadership. Now, Jon Snow is the hero in this wildly popular show on HBO called Game of Thrones. Now, sadly, it's coming to an end this next Sunday, but there's a lot that we can learn from his leadership style. And us coaches, especially, I think that there's some pages that we can take from the Jon Snow book. So let's start with this first one. Jon Snow was a uniter. Just like the best coaches in the world, they were able to unite a bunch of individuals in a common cause. You know, when we get a team, what we get initially is a collection of individuals, but by the end of the season, we need to make sure that everyone's on the same page, fighting in the same direction, galvanizing all of our focus and energy in one direction. And that's something that Jon's able to do. You know, he was able to unite people at the wall. He was able to unite people like the Wildlings and the Dothraki to fight together for a common cause, you know, to fight off the White Walkers. And those are just a few examples of how he was able to unite. And us as coaches, that's one of our biggest jobs, is to unite. We'll talk about Jon being able to see the good in everybody. He notices and he can identify the strengths that people have. You know, people have different strengths. And if we go out and we just try to look for people that are all the same, it's never going to work. We have to find people that have different strengths, and then we got to find a way to meld them together. You know, so he was able to identify, let's say, Sam Tarley. He was able to identify that Sam is just amazingly intelligent and that he's not going to do him any good on the battlefield, where Sam is going to benefit him and the whole kingdom is if he can enrich his brain, you know. So he's able to get him out there to study with the best. Sam ends up coming back just a genius with the treasure trove full of knowledge. And with that knowledge, he actually helps save the kingdom with a lot of the things that he was able to learn. You know, becomes a maester, a master. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but you get the picture. Jon is willing to sacrifice. You know, the best leaders in the world are really willing to sacrifice their time, their energy, their efforts. Not just that, Jon Snow, he's the kind of guy that he's going to lead by example. So when he's leading by example and he's sacrificing, the way that looks is he is the first person on the battlefield. He's not calling commands from way in the back with a megaphone saying, hey, you do this, you do that. Jon Snow is always up at the front. And whenever a fight goes down, his horse is always the first one there, you know, sword drawn and ready to go to battle, because he is somebody that leads by example. And us coaches, the best coaches in the world, they lead by example. They want people to be kind. Well, guess what? They are kind. If they want people to work hard, well, they embody that, you know, hard work spirit. You know, lead by example. Be what it is you want your athletes to be. Something else that I enjoy about Jon: circumstance does not dictate outcome. Jon had some horrible circumstances, and because of that, he was able to learn the lessons that were to be learned from all these horrible situations. And that's what makes a great leader: empathy. And in the grand scheme of things, he is able to learn all the different lessons that were to be learned from these horrendous circumstances that he was dealt. And that's why people follow him, because he understands where they are coming from. And us as coaches, the best coaches in the world, understand that each of our athletes comes from different circumstances. And this whole one-size-fits-all approach, it's not good. It doesn't work. It's not right. It's not what's best for the athletes. So this is the coach Chris Ortiz at Coach's Conversations. And this is Jon Snow leadership, or AKA the servant leader. So y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Watch Game of Thrones this last Sunday, and talk to you later.